And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, excuse me, race number 2 of the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Truck Series. We are preparing for 40 laps of racing here at Rockingham, North Carolina. As we will have these cars taking to the rock in just a mere matter of moments. Here's the starting lineup. Christian Johns picks up the pole for today's race. He'll start alongside of Trent Dunham. Jacob Lawler lines up third alongside of Alex Filter. Filter is one of 3 drivers who's in a dead heat for second place in the standings right now. Kurt Gibson lines up alongside of Alex Ban. Then it's Robert Ban beside of Matthew Rodriguez. Zahor Manoud will start alongside of Jacob Cook. Stephen Coy, he's one of those other 3 that's in the battle for second. He's tied with Alex Filter for second. He'll start alongside of Callum Wales. Then it's John Dillon. He's the third of the 3 drivers that's in the tie for second place. He'll start alongside his brother, Stephen Dillon. Jack Richards starts beside Zach Hamlin. Then it's Mike Flanagan alongside of our points leader, Corey Williams, who went to victory lane at Daytona last week. Tom Weekly will start alongside of Pichu London. Then it's Jacob Rodriguez beside Ken Johnson. Then it's going to be Johnny Gardner, who comes in 5th in the standings, alongside of Sean Galligan, and then Timmy Pacioli rounds out the rest of the field. So 40 laps of racing. The top 5 come into this race separated by only 20 points. Corey Williams has a 10-point advantage over the 3-way tie for second, and then Johnny Gardner's 20 points back in 5th. Green flag is out here at Rockingham. You're going to be seeing a lot of drivers who had hard luck at Daytona trying to make their way up to the front, and there was a wreck right there, I think. I saw a truck go up the racetrack. Oh, and there's a wreck back there! Alex Filter, who comes in second in the standings, Jacob Lawler, Stephen Coy. It looks like everybody, with the exception of Christian Johns. Matthew Rodriguez is involved there. There's Mike Flanagan. There's Trent Dunham. Robert Ban, Pacioli. There's Zach Hamlin, Stephen Coy. Jacob Cook. There's, Robert Ban nails Sean Galligan, and Galligan gets nailed by some others right there. Oh, man. Galligan got hit 3, 4, maybe even 5 times. There's Stephen Coy, comes in second in the standings. He's involved. Oh, my. Alex Filter, who comes in tied for second. There's Johnny Gardner, a little bit of damage to his race car, but he looks like maybe he'll be able to continue. Pichu London and Zahor Manoud, I think they made it through okay. Our points leader, Corey Williams. Let's see if there's any damage to that car. Or truck. Nope, not much damage to his car. Ken Johnson, John Dillon, I think they made it through. So did Stephen Dillon, Jacob Rodriguez. There's some damage to Alex Ban. I saw him get turned. Jacob Lawler, I know, has got a little bit of damage as well. Well, we're under the caution early here. 2 different wrecks occurring. Let's see if we can find out what happened in both of them. Well, here's the first wreck. Occurs right in the turn 1, turn 2 area. And I'm not certain, but it might be Robert Ban turning Kurt Gibson just ahead of him there, the 29, the 51, because we're watching the 71 there. Right there's contact, and yeah, Robert Ban and Kurt Gibson just come up the racetrack, get the outside wall, along with Matthew Rodriguez, and it pretty much was just a 3-truck incident right there. And now let's see what happened further up with drivers that were running inside the top 5. Well, here it is. But it looks like Alex Ban may have turned Jacob Lawler up the racetrack, and then they just make contact with the Trent Dunham machine, and oh, look at Alex Filter. Second in the standings, he gets caught up in it. Zahor Manoud is going to come in and get a piece of this as well. Look at Mike Flanagan. Oh, man, that's a hard hit into the inside retaining wall for him. Zahor Manoud got some contact there. There you see Jacob Cook getting into it. Stephen Coy is involved. Oh, boy, John Dillon, you know what? I think he maybe just squeaked by because of Tom Weekly pushing the 16 car out of his way. You see, there's our points leader right there, Corey Williams, making his way around on the high side, but a lot of race cars involved here. A lot of them. As a matter of fact, everybody that was in the top 5 in points, with the exception of Corey Williams and John Dillon, have gotten caught up in one way or another in wrecks here on the very first lap. Now here's what happens to Sean Galligan. He comes up, he makes contact there with Corey Williams. And then he makes contact again with Pichu London. Galligan up into the outside wall. And then it's not enough. His truck slides down. And Alex Filter. Oh my goodness, they took the whole front off of Filter's car. Holy cow. Robert Ban's going to come into the picture. He makes a lot of contact there. Jacob Cook comes in. The whole front end of his truck gets ripped off. And then he nails Alex Filter as well. And if that's not enough, here comes Zach Hamlin. He's going to hit him. Stephen Coy's going to hit him. And Galligan's truck's just going to go into a barrel roll there. And man, that car got nailed several times. And it looks like it's actually going to end up on its roof. Wow. Wild ride for Galligan. So here we are getting ready to go back under green. Cars as a result of this wreck include Zach Hamlin, Robert Band, Tom Weekly, Trent Dunham. We'll go down the list a little bit further as we're getting ready to go back under green. Top 4 right now is Christian Johns, Jacob Lawler, Alex Band, and John Dillon. Matthew Rodriguez is there 1 lap down. Green flag is back out. Other drivers that are out include Sean Galligan, Jacob Cook, Alex Filter. Also, the 33 of Mike Flanagan and Kurt Gibson. Well, Jacob Lawler is all over the back bumper of Christian Johns. And, oh, there goes Jacob Rodriguez getting turned. And there goes our points leader, Corey Williams. There's Corey Williams, along with Stephen Dillon there in the 17 and Jacob Rodriguez in the 09. Ken Johnson has also received some damage. Alex Band is off the pace. He may have gotten a piece of it as well. There's our points leader, though, Corey Williams. He'll cross the stripe. It looks like going to be around the 16th position or so. And it looks like it's going to cross in 12th. But, oh, there's Stephen Dillon. He was having a great run right there in that 17 truck. And it looks like he's going to end up having to get repairs done to his race car. Jacob Rodriguez. That car is done. And the caution is out just when Jacob Lawler was starting to mount some offense there onto the Christian Johns machine. He ends up having it broken up with a caution coming out. Lawler runs in second. Jack Richards has moved up to third. Callum Wales is in fourth. And in fifth right now is John Dillon. Let's see why we're under the caution flag. Here they are coming off of turn 2. Ken Johnson's going to come up. And yeah, he's the one that's going to make the contact there with Jacob Rodriguez. And oh, look at Rodriguez's hit. Man, and then back up into Ken Johnson. Then here comes Stephen Dillon down into this. Oh, Corey Williams also gets a little piece of that as well. Pretty much a 4-truck incident there. And there's our points leader right in the thick of it there. The ACLines.com number 2 of Corey Williams. We'll have to see what the plan's going to be with him. But what a shame for a lot of these drivers. Now we'll get ready to go back under green. If you're just joining us, 3 out of our top 5, actually make that 4 out of our top 5 in points, have met problems here today. Our points leader Corey Williams was caught up in our latest wreck. And also Alex Filter, Stephen Coy, they have retired from this race. They came in tied with John Dillon for second. Dillon is still in this, running 5th. And Johnny Gardner, who came in 5th in the standings, is still running on the racetrack as Christian Johns has led every lap so far. And he'll take the green flag as back underway. Matthew Rodriguez is 1 lap down, along with Stephen Dillon, but they are still on the racetrack. And Christian Johns just really checked out on everybody there, pulling away from the rest of the pack there. Jacob Lawler now under fire from Jack Richards. There's Richards coming to the inside of Jacob Lawler. He's got Callum Wales right behind him, and John Dillon starting to enter the fray as well. And now Richards going to slide up the racetrack. That's going to open up the door for second. Callum Wales will take control of that. Let's try and find out where our points leader coming into this race is running. Corey Williams, there he is. He's in a whole mess of traffic here. Trying to make his way past Stephen Dillon, the lap car. He will do so. Now he's got to make his way past the lap car of Matthew Rodriguez. And he makes pretty quick work of the 21. He's got Zahor Manoud right behind him. He's currently running in the 8th position, though, so our points leader is still trying to make some strides here to maintain his points lead. Meanwhile, further up front, I thought I saw John Dillon making a move there. Well, he's still running in the 3rd position. Now, that's the battle I was seeing. Jack Richards on the inside of Jacob Lawler. That's for 4th. And Richards, it looks like, is going to take that spot away. And now, Christian James is getting run down. Callum Wales and John Dillon have caught the 14. They are only about a car length off the back bumper of Christian Johns. See if they maybe can make it a battle for the lead. It'd be the first battle for the lead that Christian Johns has had all race long, as we are on lap 15 of 40. We still got a mere 25 laps to go. It's going to be a little bit of time still that these guys are able to work, but they want to get the lead right now And everything is pretty much single file for the moment. I don't think they're racing double wide anywhere here. Well, since they're racing single file, let's quickly look through the field here, see where everybody's running. Christian Johns leads. Callum Wales runs second. There's John Dillon third. Jack Richards runs in fourth. And Jacob Lawler runs in fifth. There's Pichu London running really well in sixth. Tim Pacioli is up to seventh. Eighth right now is our points leader, Corey Williams. And Zahor Manood runs in ninth. 10th right now is Alex Ban. Ken Johnson, without his hood, he's running in the 11th position. There you see Johnny Gardner. He's trying to move by those drivers, pick up a few more positions here on the racetrack and a few more points in the standings. He crosses the stripe in the 10th position right now. Matthew Rodriguez is a lap down, so now 11th is Alex Ban, 12th is Ken Johnson, and Stephen Dillon is 14th right now. He is a lap down as well. Well, it's Christian Johns has now got a challenge from Callum Wales. John Dillon was up there in that top three and suddenly fell off, and now he may be under fire from Jacob Lawler and Jack Richards, who are fighting it out for that fourth position right at the moment. And Callum Wales, he is there. Could he put a move to the inside and take the top spot? He's trying to get to that inside line, has not been able to do it yet. He hasn't really been able to make a move on the 14, but he is there. He is waiting for his opportunity. You have to wonder if he's going to continue to ride behind the 14 or if he's going to decide to make a move. Here he is, right on the back bumper. He's literally almost pushing the 14 down the front straightaway, but he still does not put a move on the 14 car. Callum Wales was actually on his way to a terrific top 5 finish at Daytona, when on the very final lap his car got turned and he was pretty much the biggest loser on the final lap. Ended up getting turned and finished, I believe, in the 12th position, if I remember correctly. And so Callum Wales would love to be able to get the season turned around here with a win at Rockingham, but Christian Johns wants to get a win as well, so he's making sure he's going to keep that race car in his rearview mirror. The 18 car from Team Tahoe of Callum Wales, but Wales, boy, he just keeps coming right on the back bumper, kind of like, hey, when do you think I'm going to make my move? He's kind of playing mind games with the 14 truck. I don't know if he's trying to make the 14, trying to make Christian Johns think, hey, I'm coming down to the inside. As he comes now, here comes the Callum Wales machine. The question is, can he get the run to the inside? He finally puts the move to the inside, and he's going to the top spot. Callum Wales to the lead at Rockingham. Now we've got 17 laps to go, but it's not over. Christian Jane's now going to move that inside line. He's going to do the crossover moves, and he's going to take the top spot back from Callum Wales. And you notice right there, he stayed down on that inside line down near the apron. That was a strategy move by the 14 to make sure the 18 could not put the same crossover move on him. However, now, here comes Callum Wales. He's going to get to the inside once again. They are swapping the position of first around lap by lap, and I think I just saw the yellow lights on. Yeah, the caution's out. Christian Janes did cross the line as the leader. Let's see what the caution's out for. And really, I can't tell. I don't see any car that is turned around. Could it be Timmy Pacioli? No, it's not Pacioli. Pichu London's got some damage. Maybe it was him. I don't know. I am not really certain why we are underneath the caution flag. Well, there's a car heading for pit road. Timmy Pacioli. Maybe it was him. Oh, man, that car is crunched. It may have been Timmy Pacioli who ended up getting turned or something. He's retired from the race. Let's see if it was the 73 truck that puts us under the caution flag once again. Now, here's Jacob Lawler. He's directly behind Pichu London. London directly behind John Dillon. Look at John Dillon hold on to that 99. That car was sideways. But the 21 kind of moves the 5 up the racetrack, and then the 5 of Pichu London is going to hit the wall, come down into Jacob Lawler, and then watch the National Guard Ford just absolutely nowhere for Timmy Pacioli to go as he nails the 21 Air Force Ford of Jacob Lawler. Tough break for Pacioli. Pacioli, I believe, came into this race 9th in the standings. He was in the top 10, I know that. There's points leader Corey Williams just making it by. Wow. Close call for him, but what a shame for Timmy Pacioli and Jacob Lawler. They were both having really good runs inside the top 7. So Pacioli has retired from the race. Jacob Lawler still on the racetrack. Here's the way they line up, as we will have about 12 laps to go when they hit the stripe. Christian Johns leads. Callum Wales is in second. Jack Richards is third. John Dillon fourth. And Pichu London fifth. Corey Williams, our points leader, he's up in sixth. Seventh is Zahor Manood. Then is Jacob Lawler eighth. Ninth is Alex Band. 10th Ken Johnson. And 11th right now is Johnny Gardner. 12th and 13th, one lap down, are Matthew Rodriguez and Stephen Dillon. Green flag is back out. Christian Johns got a good restart, but so did Callum Wales, and Callum almost making a move to the inside of the 14. I almost thought he was going to put the move. Oh, he almost turns him, and he does, but oh, wow, Christian Johns holds on to it. And they will race side by side into turn 3. Callum Wales going to get caught up onto that high side now. And what a save by Christian Johns. Oh, my word. Oh, caution's out. And it's for the Matthew Rodriguez machine. He probably spun. Yeah, he did. He did spin. And I don't think if anybody's notified Christian Johns or not, but we're under the caution. And he's still running full speed. All these other drivers, they're, well, apparently they've just realized now that we're going down to the line, but Christian Johns now has slowed down. Whoa, what's Matthew Rodriguez doing? Oh, he made it by these cars that ended up spinning, I think. I think Ken Johnson and Johnny Gardner just spun in turn 4. And Matthew Rodriguez is the reason we're under the caution, but he was able to make it by those cars. Let's see those two incidents. Well, here it is. 71 just kind of comes up in front of the 8 of Zahor Manood. And Matthew Rodriguez, just nothing really he could do, and nothing that Zahor Manood could do either. It was just a case of, I think the 71 didn't know the 8 was to his high side, and that's the fault of the spotter. Wow, Ken Johnson and Johnny Gardner splitting the 71. But now let's see, I think the 13 and the 7 did get together in turn 4. And we're getting a report that no, those drivers did not make any contact. So, apparently they didn't spin out, Ken Johnson and Johnny Gardner. But we're going to have about 6 laps to go, with Christian Johns leading. Callum Wales runs in second, Jack Richards third, John Dillon's up to fourth, and Pichu London runs fifth. Corey Williams is sixth, seventh is Jacob Lawler, Zahor Manood runs in eighth, Alex Ban is ninth, and in 10th position right now is Ken Johnson with Johnny Gardner in 11th. This is really going to shake up the points, I do believe, because we had 3 drivers who came in tied for second, green flag back out. Callum, once again, times his restart perfectly. He gets right away from everybody else with the Christian Johns machine, and I think I just heard another car in the wall. And I did indeed, I think. Well, maybe not. No, looks like they all kept it straight. See if the caution's waving or not. Nope, no caution. And Callum Wales is right on the back bumper again of the Christian Johns machine. We've seen him do this before, but when Callum was able to put the move to the inside of the 14, Christian Johns was able to counter with the crossover move. And also, we've seen these two almost go down to the inside retaining wall together. Both of them making a spectacular save off of turn 2. And now suddenly, Jack Richards gets into the picture, and look at him! He's pushing Callum Wales to the lead! Literally pushed the number 18 to the top spot. And now Christian Johns, who has not lost the lead at all today, he's been able to gain it back. Oh, Jack Richards almost got turned by John Dillon. And somehow, he kept it straight. And now John Dillon suddenly starting to get aggressive as he's going to try and get to the inside. And here comes our points leader and last week's winner, Corey Williams. Where in the world did he come from? We've got 4 laps to go. It is right now Jack Richards out in front. John Dillon runs in second, and Corey Williams, our points leader and our winner last week at Daytona, runs in the 3rd position. He's hounding John Dillon for second, and here comes Corey Williams to the inside of Dillon. That'd be for second? No, he's going to instead have a challenge on the high side from Christian Johns. Suddenly, the 2 players who were up at the front of the field for so long, Callum Wales and Christian Johns, they are nowhere to be found. They're back in 4th and 5th as Jack Richards leads. John Dillon is second, and Corey Williams is up to 3rd. 2 laps to go for Jack Richards. Can he be run down? Jack Richards looking for his first career MFNPRA Coca-Cola Truck Series win. John Dillon, though, may be able to close up the gap, along with points leader Corey Williams there in third. Out of turn 4 they come. About 3 car lengths separating first from second. White flag is in the air for Jack Richards. Corey Williams now making a move to the inside for second. Williams, he's got the second position, but I don't think he can run down the Jack Richards machine. Jack Richards heads into turn 3. He'll nail it in turn 4 and come off turn 4 for the final time. Jack Richards is going to victory lane here today at Rockingham. But can you believe it? Corey Williams, getting caught up in a wreck, still recovers and finishes the race in second position. Right now, his finishing stats would be that his average finish would be 1.5. But Jack Richards, he's going to pick up some points here today with his win at Rockingham. Let's take a look at the finishing order. Here it is. Richards, Williams, Wales, Lawler, and Johns. They'll finish in the top 5. John Dillon, he was up there in the second position at one point, but that one little slip there on the final lap pushes him back to 6th. Zahar Manood finishes 7th. Pichu London in 8th. 9th, Alex Bannon. Ken Johnson 10th. Johnny Gardner, who came in 5th in the standings, he finishes in 11th. Stephen Dillon and Matthew Rodriguez, they still finish one lap down, but in 12th and 13th. And all the rest of these drivers finished out of the race. Timmy Pacioli, Jacob Rodriguez, Stephen Coy, who came in tied for second in the standings, he won't finish there today. Zach Hamlin also retired, along with Robert Band, Tom Weekly, Trent Dunham, Sean Galligan, Jacob Cook, Alex Filter. He came in one of those 3 drivers tied for second. He won't finish there, and Mike Flanagan finishes out of the race as well, along with Kurt Gibson. And so we'll take a look now at the standings here after Rockingham. Here they are, your official MFNPRA Coca-Cola Truck Series standings. Corey Williams with his second place finish. He's going to end up taking a 30-point advantage to his next race over John Dillon. Jacob Lawler is third in the standings now, 44 points back. Callum Wales moves into 4th. He is 48 points back. And Johnny Gardner still remains in 5th. He is 60 points behind leader Corey Williams. Stephen Coy slipped all the way from 2nd down to 6th position. He ends up being 65 points back. Jack Richards' win puts him up to 7th, 79 points back. Christian Johns will move into 8th. He is 79 points back as well. Alex Filter dropped from 2nd to 9th. He ends up being 86 points back and 87 points back in 10th. That's Pichu London. And how about the biggest news probably would have to be the fact that one of those guys who came in tied for 2nd, Alex Filter, dropped all the way to 9th, but some drivers really are going to need good finishes heading into this next race as we show you the rest of the standings. Zach Hamlin, Jacob Cook, Kurt Gibson, and Tom Weekly, they have failed to finish a race yet in 2 events, so they'll be looking for some redemption when we head to our next race. And where is our next race going to be, you ask? Well, we're going to be heading next to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for 27 laps of racing there. Hope you'll tune in for that. Hope you've enjoyed today's race. Please comment, rate, subscribe. You've been watching a production of the MFNPRA Coca-Cola Truck Series.